Solo Sikoa betrays the Bloodline. WWE Night of Champions 2023 predictions. Brock Lesnar tells WWE superstar get a life. Brock Lesnar to be part of Seth Rollins and AJ Styles match at Night of Champions. Triple H and Cody Rhodes bashed. Brandi Rhodes returns to save Cody Rhodes. Real main event of Night of Champions League. Let's jump right into it. WWE Night of Champions 2023 prediction. After a memorable Backlash event in Puerto Rico, WWE heads to Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions. The premium live event will be held on Saturday, May 27, 2023 at the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. While the first few Saudi Arabia events were seen as essentially glorified house shows, WWE has emphasized the event more in the past couple of years. Night of Champions will arguably be the biggest event to date, as the company is set to crown the new World Heavyweight Champion at the show. Elsewhere on the card, WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus will take on Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. In the main event of the show, Cody Rhodes will take on Brock Lesnar in a singles match. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa will take on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Finally, Seth Rollins will take on AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. This piece will discuss 5 logical outcomes for this Saturday's WWE Night of Champions 2023 event. Number 5. Trish Stratus beats Becky Lynch at WWE Night of Champions. In what can be described as a dream match, Becky Lynch will take on Trish Stratus. Ever since she returned to WWE a couple of months ago, fans have been waiting for Stratus to turn heel. It had been rumored she wanted to be a heel, and it just seemed like the obvious direction to go for a future match between her and Lynch. The logical outcome for this match is for Trish Stratus to beat Becky Lynch at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. WWE is likely going to try and stretch this feud out to SummerSlam 2023. Number 4. Gunther beats Mustafa Ali to retain WWE Intercontinental Championship. Gunther is set to defend the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Mustafa Ali at Night of Champions. This came after Ali won a Battle Royal on the May 15 episode of Raw to become the #1 contender for the title. The ring general is rapidly closing in on becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. The logical outcome for this match is for Gunther to retain the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Mustafa Ali at Night of Champions. While Ali is getting somewhat of a push at the moment, he has no shot at beating the ring general. Number 3. Cody Rhodes beats Brock Lesnar in a fight at Night of Champions. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes will collide once again at Night of Champions. This time, the two will face off in a fight. The American Nightmare secured a victory at Backlash 2023 over a blooded Lesnar. He paid the price for that, though, as the Beast Incarnate cost him a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship on May 8 episode of Raw. The logical outcome for this match is for Cody Rhodes to win the fight at Night of Champions against Brock Lesnar. It seems fairly obvious that Cody is the favorite to win this year's Men's Money in the Bank contract, which he will use to challenge Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Cody going 2-0 against Lesnar, something that Roman didn't even do, would add more layers to their story as we head into the biggest party of the summer. Number 2. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa to retain the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. In the most surprising and unpredictable matches at Night of Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will defend the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. This match is surprising because this will be Sami Zayn's first Saudi Arabia event in the years WWE has gone there. It is also unpredictable because Roman Reigns has not been pinned in over 3 years, and Solo Sikoa has only taken 1 pinfall loss since his call-up to the main roster. The logical outcome for this match is for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to retain the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships at Night of Champions. The main focus in this arc of the Bloodline story is the growing friction between the Tribal Chief and the Usos. In order to protect Solo and Roman while progressing the Bloodline story, the likely scenario is that the Usos will accidentally cost them the match, which will set off Roman as we head into the summer. Number 1. Seth Rollins becomes the new World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions. In the match to crown the new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins will take on AJ Styles at Night of Champions, with Roman Reigns holding the undisputed WWE Universal Championship hostage with no end in sight for his reign. The company has created a new world title for the Raw brand. The logical outcome for this match is for Seth Rollins to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. While WWE can't go wrong with either Rollins or Styles winning, the Visionary has arguably been the company's MVP for the past year. He's been putting on excellent matches and is massively overcrowded. The time is now to strike while the iron is still hot. Brock Lesnar tells WWE superstar to get a life. Brock Lesnar had a quick backstage interaction with Mustafa Ali on Raw, leaving wrestling Twitter in a frenzy. The Beast Incarnate launched a brutal attack on Cody Rhodes in a backstage area on tonight's Raw. He came face to face with him in the ring later in the night. Before Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes' epic confrontation, Lesnar was involved in a hilarious backstage interaction with Mustafa Ali. While Byron Saxton was interviewing Ali, Lesnar came out of nowhere and walked past him. Lesnar then pointed at him and told him to get a life. 4 years ago, Mustafa Ali came close to winning the 2019 Men's Money in the Bank ladder match at the namesake event. To his surprise, Brock Lesnar came out to the ring as a surprise participant in Sami Zayn's place. Before Ali could process what was happening, Lesnar put him down and grabbed the MITB briefcase. Ali later had a chat with Alex McCarthy and revealed that Vince McMahon informed him of Lesnar's win while he was about to make his entrance for the match. Ali was told shortly before the show that he would win the Money in the Bank ladder match. The sudden change in plans certainly must have left him upset. "We got nothing other than you're in the match the week of the ITB match. Day of, I'm winning it. Man, this is my moment. This is everything I've been working for. I can't believe it. This is awesome." Then the match is about to start, so the entrances have started. "I may be wrong about this, but Baron Corbin is making his entrance, and I'm soon to be making my entrance. And that's when I get pulled that I have to go see the boss. Vince says, this is what I want. Grab the briefcase." Shocked, and you're frozen. Lesnar later cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules 2019. The Beast Incarnate didn't hold the Universal title for long and lost it to Rollins at SummerSlam that year. One wonders where Ali would be today if WWE had let him win the MITB briefcase 5 years ago. Share your reactions to Lesnar and Ali's backstage interaction on Raw. Brock Lesnar to be part of Seth Rollins and AJ Styles' match at Night of Champions. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles are set to collide at Night of Champions 2023 for the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. However, a Twitter user recently shared the possibility of Brock Lesnar becoming a part of the bout and making it a three-way match, which has sent fans into a frenzy. Ahead of the Beast Incarnate's match with Cody Rhodes in Saudi Arabia, the former made the latter's life a living hell on this week's episode of Raw. Before the show even started, Lesnar took out Cody backstage, injuring his arm. Later in the night, Brock Lesnar came into the ring and claimed that the American Nightmare would be unable to fight him at Night of Champions. A resilient Cody then came out only to be taken down by Lesnar, who again targeted his arm. In the closing moment of the show, Triple H advised Cody Rhodes to get his arm treated, but the latter insisted he was fine and would fight Lesnar. While it looks like the match will go ahead, a Twitter user pitched the idea of Brock becoming a part of the World Heavyweight title match if Cody is deemed unfit to compete. The fans on Twitter were clearly not in favor of this if the comments to the post are any indication. The Beast Incarnate has performed at every premium live event that WWE presented in 2023. This is starkly in contrast to when Brock Lesnar only competed in a handful of events throughout the year. A recent report suggested that fans would see a lot more of Lesnar in the coming months. The former WWE champion is expected to compete at SummerSlam, another Saudi show later in the year, Royal Rumble 2024, and WrestleMania 40. Moreover, plans were being discussed to have him at an international premium live event in September and at the February 2024 PLE. Considering just how motivated Lesnar looks during his current run, safe to say there will be no complaints about him being featured even more going forward. Who do you think would walk out as the World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions? Sound off in the comments section below. Triple H and Cody Rhodes bashed. Former WWE head writer Vince Russo ridiculed Triple H's final segment with Cody Rhodes this week on Raw. This week on Raw, Brock Lesnar attacked Rhodes, smashing him into some backstage equipment before crushing his arm with a crate. The two again met inside the ring, where Lesnar caught him in the Kimura lock. Later, Hunter met with Cody, who was refusing medical attention and told the former AEW star that his arm looked broken and asked him to let the doctors treat him. This week on Legion of Raw, Russo questioned how Triple H could possibly know that Cody's arm was broken just by looking at it. He ridiculed the entire segment and claimed that the American Nightmare's arm looked fine when the angle was being filmed. Bro, the best line of the entire show was Triple H looking at Cody's arm and saying, "I could tell that arm's broken just by looking at it." Bro, it didn't look any different. Really, Trips? What, you got X-ray vision now? That arm looked perfectly fine to me, Chris. The go-home episode of Raw before Night of Champions was marred by brutal violence from Brock Lesnar. The Beast ensured that Rhodes would not be at his 100% during their match at the premium live event. However, Rhodes showed that he wanted to brave through the pain and fight Lesnar. When Triple H dissuaded him from competing, Cody Rhodes expressed his determination to face Brock Lesnar irrespective of how badly his arm was injured. Hunter was impressed with Cody Rhodes' resolve and patted him on the back. While Rhodes is brave to carry on, it may not be a good idea to go up against Brock Lesnar with an exposed vulnerability. What do you think of Cody Rhodes' chances against Lesnar? Let us know in the comments section below. Brandi Rhodes returns to save Cody Rhodes. Brock Lesnar kicked off this week's episode of WWE Raw by attacking Cody Rhodes and attempting to take him out of their match at Night of Champions. Rhodes refused to stay down and confronted the Beast Incarnate in the ring. Even though Lesnar locked him in the Kimura lock and looked to break his arm, Rhodes refused medical treatment after heading backstage. Adam Pearce was seen on the phone backstage, but it wasn't revealed who he was talking to, and he claimed that he had to make the call because the American Nightmare was refusing treatment and because the match at Night of Champions was up in the air. It's likely that that this is someone that Rhodes is connected to who has the ability to pull the plug on the match on his behalf. His wife, Brandi Rhodes, could take the decision on his behalf. Brandi has become well known in the wrestling world since departing WWE back in 2016 and joining AEW alongside her husband. She could make her long overdue return to be the voice of reason in this situation. After Cody Rhodes requested his release 7 years ago, his wife Brandi, who was known as Eden Styles at the time, followed suit. The couple then went on to dominate the independent circuit before being a driving force in making AEW a reality and putting the promotion on the map. Rhodes has since taken some time away from the ring after welcoming their daughter, Liberty, but could now be open to a return. If Rhodes is revealed as the person on the other end of the phone, then it would be the first time that WWE has allowed the two stars to work as a couple in a storyline, as well as Brandi being known by her real name. As of now, the match is still on the cards for Night of Champions as WWE advertised it during the latest episode of Raw. Do you think Brandi Rhodes is making her return? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Real main event of Night of Champions leak. Paul Heyman kicked off the latest edition of WWE Raw with a promo. The Wise Man hyped up the upcoming Night of Champions Premium Live event. Heyman also revealed which of the 3 triple main events will cap off the May 27th Premium Live event. The veteran manager said the Saudi show will be headlined by the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match between challengers Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa and defending champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The Wise Man said Reigns and Solo will get the undisputed tag team titles back to the Bloodline in the main event of WWE Night of Champions 2023. He then welcomed the WWE Universe to Monday Night Raw. Heyman was in the middle of his promo when Owens and Zayn showed up to interrupt him. The Wise Man quickly left the ring and Zayn asked where Heyman was. Owens said they'll dedicate their victory this Saturday to the Usos. Imperium arrived to interrupt the tag team champions. Gunther ordered Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci to take out Owens and Zayn. Matt Riddle then arrived to make the save, and the segment ended with the babyfaces standing tall inside the ring. Fans were surprised to know that Night of Champions will feature 3 main events. The matches in question are Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar, the tournament final to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion, and the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. The company also dropped a graphic with triple main event written on it during the latest edition of WWE Raw. For those unaware, this Saturday will mark the 1000th day for Roman Reigns as Universal Champion. It remains to be seen if the Bloodline will reclaim the tag team titles in the main event of WWE Night of Champions. Are you looking forward to the show this Saturday? Let us know in the comments section below. Solo Sikoa betrays the Bloodline. The WWE Universe has reacted to Solo Sikoa's cryptic message ahead of Night of Champions. In recent weeks, there has been a lot of tension within the Bloodline camp. For weeks, Roman Reigns has been upset with the Usos for losing the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania 39. Sikoa, who has been working as the right-hand man of Reigns, left fans curious with his latest tweet. In the deep end with the Sharks rips Sikoa. A portion of the WWE Universe has also questioned Sikoa's loyalty to the tribal chief, suggesting that he might turn his back on the Bloodline leader at some point down the road. On last week's episode of SmackDown, WWE seemingly planted the seeds of tension between Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. On the Busted Open podcast, Tommy Dreamer spoke about the Enforcer, stating that WWE could turn him babyface at some point in the future. Dreamer said, "If Solo is the heater, everybody should be afraid to pie off the heater. Just let him be him." Dreamer continued, "Solo isn't there yet, but Solo will be ready. I have gone on record and said I don't know who is the person to defeat Roman Reigns, but what if it was Solo? I think WWE could get him this hot. Like Umaga was so hot that if he would have turned babyface, the sky would have been the limit." Dreamer added, "I mean, Solo could be the eventual head of the Bloodline. They have other members of their family. I mean, there are so many different places you can go. In Saudi Arabia, Sikoa will have the opportunity to win his first championship on the main roster. Will Solo Sikoa betray the Bloodline and Roman Reigns in the future? Sound off in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me